hey, you want it, go get it. You want it, go get it.
All right, I'm back. Still on my lunch break. Just got back from Staples. Had to pick up one of the props. This is one of the props. I hope y'all can see it. Yeah, that's one of the props. That's the main character. Shouts out to Marcus Adams, but he's playing Eric Bailey in the movie. Y'all gonna see it. And these business cards that y'all just saw, hilarious. But they're a prop for the movie. He's gonna roll that when he sees these. As I hope y'all will when y'all see the movie too. Anyways, let me get back to work. But what I was gonna say was, look, pretty much this whole vlogging thing, this is way funner than I thought it was gonna be. So I'm gonna just go ahead and talk to y'all like I'm like y'all at the cookie. Y'all, we pretty much friends now. So look here, this how it's gonna roll. But this is why we beefing, right? And that happens sometimes in marriage. You know, people who single probably like, oh my gosh. People who married like, yeah, bro, I get it. So, so that's what the little beef is about right now. And to be honest with you, it's kind of happening at a good time because I kind of need some space to work on this movie anyway. Because if she was like, you know, right up underneath me the whole time, I probably wouldn't be able to get it done. Especially now with some of the curveballs I'm getting thrown as we get closer to the film dates. So that's what the beef is about. And then what else did I say I was going to talk about? My why. I'm also going to talk about the whole thing with the dude who messed up the schedule. I'm going to tell you all about how I'm going to recast this whole thing and what some of my biggest influences are and how that kind of ties into it. Yeah, what else? I wrote some stuff down to talk to you all about. Oh, and then my process on how I create stuff. Yeah, so yeah, y'all gonna be getting. There's 3 topics right there. I'm treating this joint like it's a phone call. I'm be recording again on my way home. I'll talk about one of those 3 topics. All right. Come on, man. What you doing? All right. So, cut Anita Baker off real quick. I ain't gonna be the focus with her saying, that's for sure. So this is what motivates me. And I know some of y'all probably also noticed that I ain't shaved in a while, looking a little rough. That's not normal. And it's not me being lazy either. What it is one of the dudes who I've worked with now, this will be our 3rd project working together. He's an actor, and he's a barber named Warren Downing. He's coming into town tomorrow, and he was like, you know, he can shape it up and for me or whatever. And I was like, all right, cool, because I don't be doing it right all the time. Sometimes I just cut it down to not look too bad. But also, I'm gonna post a picture of from the first movie premiere, Thankful for My Family, where I had a fresh cut, and that was from an actress who's also a barber and hairstylist. She do everything with hair. I'm talking about, if you bald, she can make you look like Bob Marley. I'm trying to tell you, she do it all. Her name is Chianti, and she down in Suffolk, and I'm telling you, she had me looking right for the premiere, for sure. And I've gone to her a couple times since then. Whenever I go back in town and I need a cut, that's who I go to, Chianti. Whenever I go back down to 757, that's who you need to hit up. Now I'm gonna tell you this. Now she from Baltimore, so you know, hey, she professional, but don't bring up the make her have to bring up the Baltimore on you, because she will. And once it come out, that's it. You ain't gonna unhear what you heard, okay? But shouts out to Chianti, and you know, y'all look her up on my page. You know, go to my people who I follow and who follows me, whatever. And hey, real good. Anyway, I wanted to talk about what motivates me. The main thing is, man, even though I'm a 37-year-old man, I still oftentimes find myself feeling like just that young boy from Huntersville, from Norfolk, Virginia, where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And it just, that drive, that work ethic, it ain't never left. You know, like I always feel like I should be doing so much more. I feel like I should be getting so much more. I feel like I should be, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I still got so much more to prove. And then I got people who believe in me. People who believe that, you know, hey man, Shelton, you know, he gon' make this thing blow up. You know what I mean? And one of those big believers, outside of my mom, outside of my grandma, is my son. And I also say outside my brother too. My brother's one of my biggest supporters. You know what I mean? Who just they pour so much into me, always telling me, hey man, you got to keep going, man. You know, and don't get me wrong, I like doing this. I enjoy writing. I truly, genuinely enjoy writing and directing. Everything in between there, I enjoy every part of the process, really. But writing and directing are my two favorite things. Writing was my first passion as I got into this, like I told y'all about in the last video. But then I learned by doing it that I really enjoy directing too. Seeing something that I came up with in my brain be played out in real life, like that's just it's a unique feeling that I think anybody who ever gets the opportunity to experience it would enjoy. But again, my son is a huge motivator for me. I didn't even take writing seriously, like I told y'all, until 2015 after he was born in 2014. So like, you know, that is what it is, man. I just, that's my drive to want to do more for my family, to want to do more for my community. You know, don't get me wrong, there's people from 757, like, you know, you got Missy Elliott, Pharrell, Timbaland. I know I'm forgetting some other people, Allen Iverson, people who give back and whatnot. But like, I want to be one of them, you know what I'm saying? Keyshawn, the boxer, the dude coming up, man. Sweet Pea Whitaker, rest in peace, man. I mean, like, there's people who really give back, you know what I'm saying? I want to get back to that. I don't even live down there no more. I live in Maryland now, and it's people up here who need help too, man. It ain't just about you know, wherever I go, I want to help. I want to be a help. I want to be somebody that people can look at and say, man, you know what? That dude did it, and he know what he was doing from nothing from the beginning. And then he worked and learned and kept the faith. And this is what he was able to accomplish through the grace of God. You know, like that's what I want the testimony to be. I want people to, because you always hear like, hey man, you can be whatever you want to be, you can be whatever you want to be. And I ain't no political person or nothing, but that's really what the difference was with President Obama, for real, is that like as a people like, how did President Obama get all these black people to come vote? It's because for years, man, you just hear in school as a black person, I try my best not to make this about race, but I'm just gonna say this. You hear all the time like, man, you can be whatever you want to be, you can be whatever you want to be. Just put your mind to it, you know, keep your head in the books, whatever. But you never saw it. I think that's the difference when you saw President Obama win that presidency. It's like, yo, like, wow, I can be whatever I want to be, whatever I put my mind to. If he can become president, why can't I go out here and go make movies? And why can't I go and do something? You know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's just that was really inspiring, and I want to be that type of dude who's inspiring to others, man. And I, every now and again, some people hit me up like, hey man, I'm giving you your flowers now, dog, man. You inspired me, man. I know a dude who started his own barbershop because he said I inspired him. I know another dude started his own home improvement company because he said, you know, that I inspired him or whatever. Like, man, and he hit me up and told me, like, I've had a few calls like that. Some people that wrote books because they said I inspired them by what I was posting on social media or whatever. Even though at the time I'm recording this right now, I don't post that much. By the time y'all see this, I probably have more than likely have a ton of videos out. I plan on doing some stuff. But yeah, man, that's what inspires me for real. Is to be an inspiration to others, and show that you ain't got to be out here trying to, you know, waiting for Hollywood to open their doors, and like you can open doors for yourself. I self-published my first 4 novels that I told y'all about. You know what I mean? Like I said, I saved up, funded, and produced, directed, and wrote all my movies, whether they be feature or short film. You know, like it's Like you really can put destiny in your own hands. You know what I'm saying? Through the grace of God, of course. You can't do nothing without God. You got to put God first. But you really can create opportunities for yourself. You know, and that's another thing. My biggest fear, and this is like even more than heights. That's my most tangible biggest fear. But my biggest fear internally is not capitalizing on every opportunity that I'm given. Like, I don't want to be the dude who's like, man, you know what, you could have did that, but you know what, you just sat around, you was asleep, you know what I'm saying, you passed up on that because you ain't feel like it, or you know, or you was tired, or all that. That's why I don't care nothing about sleep. Don't get me wrong, I get my sleep now. I get sleep. I sleep for probably, you know, anywhere between 4 to 6 hours a night. I don't get 8. I ain't getting 8, but 4 to 6 hours a night is what I get. And you know, it just is what it is, man. That is what it is. I just try to make sure that I don't miss any opportunities. That I take on every challenge face first, and that's how I handle it. And because of that, you know, I've seen the progress that I made over the years. I see how far I've come, and it's a blessing, and I'm very grateful. But like I said, that little boy from Huntersville still be like tapping me on the shoulder like, hey dog, what you doing, man? You chilling. I always say, you either getting better or you getting worse. You never stay the same. The moment you think you arrive is the moment that you start going back. I'm telling you, you gotta keep working, you gotta keep focused, gotta stay focused. And I just, you know, I enjoy seeing stuff I created in my brain come to life. That's my high. I don't do drugs, but that's my high. That's what I enjoy doing. If it was something else I was doing, I would be attacking it the same way. I played football for 17 years, and this is another reason why. I said I had a lot of inspiration. Played football for 17 years. Thought I was going to go pro. Ended up not going pro. If you Google me, you'll find I was an extremely average college football player. But either way, I am going into the Hall of Fame for JMU, my alma mater. Shout out to the Dukes for being on the 04 National Championship team. I'm going in the Hall of Fame for that. But and I'll be doing a vlog for that too. But I wanted to also say, like, after you graduate, and it don't matter what sport you're doing, it don't even have to be a sport, but when you get kicked out of something that you love. I loved football. I loved playing football. But when you get kicked out of it, not you stopped on your own and say, all right, that's it, I'm done. But when somebody else that tells you you're done, NCAA says you're done, NFL says you're done, we don't want you, you're done. Something you've been doing for 17 years and you're not good enough to play here, you're done. And again, this could be any sport, this could be any arena, any profession. When it ends on somebody else's terms and not your own, it leaves a void there that you still have something to prove. You still have a lot left in the tank, you know? And I spent, from the time I told y'all I started writing that book again, I started, it was about 27 years old. My son was born when I was 20. Yeah, my son was born when I was 27, so about the end of that, I was almost 28, about 27. From that time, from 22 to that time, that's 5 years. For those 5 years, I played my last football game when I was 22. So 22 to 27, I'm telling you, I spent so much time trying to figure out what it was I was supposed to be doing. I thought I was supposed to be doing something athletic. You know, 6'2", 230, strong, fast, agile, you know, smart. I was like, man, you know, I tried boxing. I tried going back in the track and field. I was a state champion in track and field, a discus throw. Tried to do that. What else did I try? Tried coaching football. I just anything I could do, sports related. I went down to the supplemental combine they was having down in Atlanta. Tried to get back in the NFL. Put on a little bit of weight. Tried to, you know, show that I could, you know, put on a little bit of weight. 'Cause I was a little undersized. This what they was telling me originally. So I was like, let me try to go and do that. I just, you know, trying to do so much athletically. And every time I tried to do something athletically, I ended up getting hurt. I even got hurt coaching. I pulled my groin coaching. So like, like it just wasn't in the cards for me to continue with athletics. And I saw that and I was like, okay, all right, And then, like I said, once I picked up on finishing that book and I enjoyed it so much, I decided to turn it into a trilogy. I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna attack this thing with the same passion that I had with football, and that's what I do. I write now for 4 hours a day. That's what I do. Like I get in the zone, and man, and I just do it, and I love doing it. I do, and I'm grateful because I know there's tons of ex-athletes out there who aren't able or who have yet to find something that they're just as passionate about as they were about their previous sport or their previous profession, albeit whatever it was. But I have, and I'm grateful for it, and I'm gonna take advantage of every opportunity that I can that offers it. I'm gonna take advantage of every opportunity that comes my way because of it. So yeah, that's what inspires me. That's what drives me. That's what keeps me focused. Yeah, and when I come back at y'all, man, I'm gonna tell y'all about how I'm handling this casting thing, and then I'm also gonna talk about something else. I can't remember what else it was. I'm gonna talk to y'all about something else, but I got a list of stuff that I just topics that I'm thinking y'all might want to hear about or might want to know about. So yeah.